welcome back to Badwater Ridge, and a very similar view to how we ended up, because I have just reloaded the save after sleeping last night and before work this morning, because I'm up early enough in that hotel that I've got some time to record. I've actually been faffing around sorting out, well, not faffing around, I've edited the previous video this morning. It's currently rendering on my other computer that I'm traveling with. And we can make some progress. I did say in the last video we should end with a bang, and we didn't. So we should open with a bang. I'll go over the things that I spoke about, did at the end of the last video that OBS cut off as well. So I put in, you saw part of it, I put in some more lumberjacks. I think we could probably squeeze another one in there. We actually have a lot of spare bots. But my concern is bots would have to go a really long way to charge unless I did something a little bit clever. These are not currently generating power because it's a drought. So what we could do is we could put a four-way there, and we could build a little raised platform with some chargers on it, and we could swap these to be bots. Yeah, we could do that. We could, maybe should make, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to reassign. You may be wondering why I'm reassigning the 7 paused pumps to be bots. There is method to that, in that I'm then going to reassign 7 of these to be bots. The idea being 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The idea being that when these pause, they'll switch over to running these, and we have got charging over here, so that's okay. We could even science give them a control tower. Is there a way I can build the control tower so that it covers all of them? Maybe if I built it on a platform. Science. I built it on a platform. I know they're probably going to build that platform, and I'm going to end up deleting it, but I think the platform would need to be, yeah, we'd need to build it like there, which is not really convenient at the moment. That's probably the best compromise. So let's do that. While we're here, let's continue with increasing the reservoir. So we'll finish doing this. I think also we want to remove this. Actually, if we do that, then once we've blasted out one chunk, we'll be able to take the next chunk out, because I want to move the path back. And we'll start just moving this whole line back. Yep. Let's not have the game paused, so we make progress. Over here, so they did finish building this. You can't see the effect now because we're in a drought, and this did begin to overflow. So, but while this is dry, and although it's a long way, I think this is the most direct way once they're down here. So what we're going to do is really matter because there is a route down there. building at long range is never something that's a brilliant idea in my view, but I think just initially we will do it this way, and then we will eventually, I think, make this a new district. And if we populated it with bots, we could make it a district once they had a way of getting power, which would probably happen once this was clean enough that trees could grow down here. So what I'm going to do is put in a medium pile for logs, and we'll put in a lumberjack, and we will mark these for cutting rather than destroying them. I'm going to make that a bot. So I am tempted to start building an encampment down here, because really, I'm just going to check OBS. A little bit paranoid after the crash last time. As if we built an engine down here, we could put some chargers and we could have bots doing bot type things. And we've got a lot of spare bots, so I think that would be fairly sensible. I think up here we do need to get a building project underway, so let's get the... Oh, yeah, I did set it. Cool. Thought I'd screwed up for a second then. So let's get that in. We're going to let them place that. I think what we'll also do is get a staircase up to there. We'll throw a lumberjack up here. And we will cut these trees down. A more reckless me might have destroyed them, but we needed to cut them down. And then I think we'll start planning our rank of pumps along here. So let's delete that. We can actually drop dynamite down from above there. So before we do that, let's remove those. Let's also remove that. I'm not sure we can get to all of that, but if we can, that would be awesome. And I know it's kind of piecemeal increasing the size, but it is increasing the size, so I think it's worth doing because eventually it will be quite big. So. But the real benefit is going to come from increasing our pumping capacity. Oh, they did place those. Awesome. So, right, let's detonate you. Detonate you. And then we want to... How high do we need to make this? I guess we just start off with 3s. I want to make it one higher than this so that they can pump all of the time. So, do we have them facing them? Or do I think I want eventually to have another complete rank here? I think I do. I actually think I want to detonate that corner out before I do this. So I'm going to drop a staircase there. And is that triple dynamite? Yep. Because I think we really do need to increase our water pumping abilities quite significantly. So we can work on doing that. I'm going to then run this all the way along here, but in a single rank. Why am I doing it one at a time? You might be wondering if, you might be wondering. It's just because then I don't have to worry about building access. We can just cut it back, cut it back, cut it back. Yeah. It's just how I like to do it, basically. Let's come over here. So we need to put in the missing path. Oh, wow. Wow. There we go. That'll help. That'll help you out, chaps. And chapesses. We are cranking through the scrap metal coming out of the mine. I wonder if, because we've got a lot of spare workforce, let's say. Wonder if we just throw in a whole load of those. Make them bots. And then they can just rip that down. I'm sure for some of you it's quite frustrating that I'm sat with so many spare bots and beavers. Let's make the farms all bots now, I think. At least for now. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. And I really need to make... I saw some pictures on the TimberBorn Discord of some of these like super organized colonies that people build. And I never build those. I never build those. Mine are always quite chaotic. Back over here. If we did that, and then we put a... we actually need to do a double rank of those, so we can have a path. Now I could... Actually, no, I don't need to do a double rank. Because we can use the chargers to transfer the power. That would have been so much smarter, wouldn't it? What we will do is... just because I kind of like the idea. That. And then I just didn't actually need... I'm pointing at the screen. You can see what I'm pointing at, can't you? I didn't need to build that. What we can do is we can start building chargers in here. We are stockpiling metal, so we should be able to do this quite quickly, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a few. Science. Charging station. And then we can swap over some of these to the bots. didn't set those to be bots. And we're not building enough bot parts still, even with, so I wonder if that's an efficiency problem. A little bit more haulers might help with that. I always feel, and I could be wrong because I don't really do any kind of analysis of this game. I just play it because it's fun. I always feel that the solution to most things with that is more haulers. Just throw haulers at it. I really don't think we need inventors now. We've got all the number crunches. How's our power system looking for excess power? Still got plenty. I think we take advantage of the fact that we're still having huge excess power at the moment, and we throw in another number crunch up. Food wise, we're doing good still. I'm not worried about expanding our food production yet. We wanted more grease production, didn't we? So I think at the moment I'm going to continue with the trend of building out over the water. It's the new thing. It's the new hotness. You build over the water. And we'll make that be bots, and what we can do is, why did I pick double platforms? Don't ask me. I don't know. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. I'm going to do 2 tanks. We're going to do storage. We're going to do the pit tanks. And then I'm going to do 1 for canola oil set to obtain. And then 1 for grease set to supply. We actually have no grease storage at the moment. That is not proving to be a problem because we use grease quicker than we can use it. But common sense suggests that we should at least build a medium tank to store grease. That would seem to be a sensible thing to do, wouldn't it? Yes. Right, now those chargers are in. I think we swap over some of our lumberjacks down here to be bots. Not necessarily all of them, but just some of them, so they can work through that massive backlog of trees that needs to be cut. Let's come back over here. You've done your job. Well done. While we've got the path there, how we use that to knock this down a bit. Right, that's done, so we can detonate all of that. Let's also do, as long as I do the end there, I can get that from above. So then let's detonate all of that. Lovely. Let's do another row of explosives. And then I think we start planning our water pumps. We need to build something that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. Is this actually wide enough? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be. So we can build the first rank. Did I count that properly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. But eventually it will be wide enough as we keep blasting things out. So we start off, I think, with the first rank, and then we'll be able to add another bank in. So let's go from here. So that's going to be enough for 5 more pumps. What we'll do is we'll actually put in the single platform we need at the bottom, because we won't be able to see it, and therefore it will look nicer. Actually, let's go plan big, because we are going to need that many in the end, I fear. So let's do that. They can make a start on building that. I'm going to high prioritize that one. Right, all of that's placed. So let's delete that little bit of path and put those in. We're probably hammering our extract supplies. How are they doing over here? Really well. So we want to make sure that that is prioritized by haulers. Obviously, this is going to be really tough on the bots for kind of charging and stuff, but we could even just throw in some non-bot ones. My thought is just kind of, while we've got spare resources, rip this thing down as quick as we can. Because there will come a time when we don't have spare beavers and things. So this is working. This is keeping going a bit longer. Which is good. Our water supply is going in the positive direction, which is rather nice. That's at least another triple dynamite. So let's place that. Let's blow that up. Yeah, and I think I'm just going to keep cutting this away and kind of making this sort of L shape. Eventually it'll be a nice big square reservoir. We haven't done anything with this area that we created, so we should. We don't actually need the path in here. I keep hitting that rotate key. I'm thinking about lumberjackage. Actually, that should work. No, we are going to need to put a lumberjack up there. So let's put you there, and then we can plant out to where that oak tree is. So do that. Because I always forget, as some of you may have noticed, let's do that. I mean, I could do the same along here as well, but I think our log situation is improving. We have a lot of logs to get cut down now, so yeah. I think we're kind of in a good situation. We should maybe, let's throw in a few more charging stations over here. I feel like we probably need to have charging spread elsewhere in the colony, because all of the charging is really over here or just up here. But that means sacrificing other stuff. There's a nice little spot here. If we got rid of one of the breeding pods, which I think is fine. I'm just thinking. I wanted to put an engine in and then some charging capacity. That's going to be a bit of a... That little spot is a bit too little. make it bigger by blowing some of that up, couldn't we? You could. Let's remove that. That should give us space to build an engine and some charging in that area. Yeah. That's built. Let's detonate that. So that's done. So that can go. That needs to start going. That can go. Awesome. That should be double dynamite now. Cool. Right. Back over here. Oh, cool. The staircase is in. So we want to high prioritize them building that. So that we can get to here. And we can actually then snake a path along here. I was going to wait for them to cut trees down, but we don't actually need to. So then I'm going to put the staircase there. And so what you missed when OBS crashed is this did actually start to overflow. But what we'll do is we'll just fill this area with single dynamite like that. Put a double piece there. Open that up. And that will give us a bit more of an ability to drain things. If we wanted to go any deeper, we would have to blast all of that out. Which eventually we could do. But I think for a first cut, we'll do that. So I want to prioritize them doing these jobs. That done, please. I realize that I'm making them go ridiculous distances. What I want to do is, I think once this area is open enough, we'll put in some power generation and we'll make this a separate district. Because I do think it might be worth trying to lower this bit of river, clear out these blockages, and that'll speed up the clearing of this area. Because I'm really interested actually, and you know, we should monitor the quality of these things. I'm going to drop a water gauge in here so we can see what the contamination is like. Right, that's all going in. That's in. So let's detonate that. That double or triple, do we think? I think triple, but let's get our measuring tools out. It's triple. So we can put that in there, and then we can start removing that random piece as well. So that's all in. So let's blow that up. And then let's start working on this one. Right. Yep, just slowly cutting our way back. So yeah, with these water pumps, obviously we won't be able to pump all of the time. because this is 7 deep water, and the pumps can only go down to 6. So oh, that's built. Awesome. Don't know if we had that last time. So how contaminated is this now? It is only 25% contaminated. It looks way worse than that. Looks much, much worse than that. But it obviously had quite a rapid effect. That's really cool. As our bad water supply, it's still really marginal. I think that more explosives are required. And a lot of blowing stuff up lately. I don't know why I picked this area to pump bad water out of, but I did, so we're going with it. Let's convert a few more of these. You have been assimilated. Just for now, really. If when we need bots back, we'll turn them back into beavers. But how are we doing for? Looks like we could do with some more mushroom fermenting. So let's build another couple of levels of hydroponics. Should put a path in there first. Oh. Mushrooms. We're not that overly flush with algae, so we'll do the other two to be algae for now. I think we might end up wanting more algae fermenters than mushroom fermenters. So we have grease storage. We are now short on extract because we're using quite a lot of extract, I guess. So, and I've kind of built myself into a bit of a corner here, haven't I? Yeah, you have. How are you going to get yourself out of that little conundrum? I don't know. We do have this area. And we could just replace part of this ugly power connection with a centrifuge. We're not using the dirt excavator at the moment. So we can actually put a couple of centrifuges in there, and then we need to up our bad water production. So water, centrifuge, 1, 2, path, going to quite ugly. But it's temporary, and that means like anything else temporary, it will probably become permanent. Because that's how temporary things work. So let's storage. Let's put a BADWATER storage there so they can extract out of it. There we go. Power bots. What else do they need? They need logs as well. So let's make them a little pile for logs. That's to obtain. We should probably do a small storage for extract set to supply. Awesome. We have 9 days left of the drought. We have a decent amount of water. We are still able to pump water. For now. So that's good. Expect they can't get to that one, so let's put in we'll put a staircase at the back there so they can get round there. Yeah, we do need more BADWATER pumping capability, which is what this was going to be about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this away and I'm going to put in 2 more BADWATER pumps in here. What are you doing, man? That'll work. Yeah, so I think we could do power engine. We did an engine there like that. So we tuck the entrance there. And then actually we could do oh no, water doesn't flow down there anymore, does it? So what we could do instead is power flywheel, medium vertical framed flywheel. So this is kind of my standard power setup. I think that'll give us a nice little power supply. Wow, they've ripped that apart pretty quick. Okay, it's a bit longer than I expected. I have done my day at work and I survived. Yay, me, I'm actually on holiday now for a bit. So let's take stock. Actually, we have 22 spare bots at the moment. So let's make sure that we have bots where we want them. Let's do it in here. So I'm struggling to remember where I was because it's been quite a long day, and I did do a little bit after the last clip that you saw, but I had another OBS crash, so I had not done enough that it was, well, I'd not actually got enough recorded. I recorded about half of what I did, so I ended up going back. So I'm not entirely sure where I am. I know. So let's just go through our jobs and have a look at what we want to convert over to be bots. We've only got the one tapper shack. No, we don't really need that to be bots. How are we doing for pine resin? We're pretty low on the old pine resin, actually. So, yeah. I feel that it might be sensible to blast that out and put some more pine trees in. But I am... So we have quite a few bots that are low on energy, and we did start to sort this out. So I think we should carry on working on this. Get a bit more of this progressed. This is progressing, which is good. So let's get that put in. That's a piece of single dynamite. So I'm really hoping that I'm going to pay attention. And if I'm actually going to put my headphones in, I don't. So although I record game sound, I don't normally listen to the game sound because I'm very sound sensitive. But I am going to listen to. So I'm not going to listen to the sound. And I'm just going to hope that I spot. Sorry about that awful chair noise. I'm just going to hope that I spot if I have an OBS crash early. So what else was I up to? We need to finish getting that placed. We need to pause that and get that built. I'm going to put in a few more chargers here in preparation for bringing over the bots. I wish they did joined paths nicer. By they, I mean the developers of TimberBorn. I wish they made it look a bit nicer when you joined paths up. The beavers are tearing through that. I think we're going to start retiring some of our beavers from that job. And let's see if we can get this sorted. So let's get that prioritized. Yeah, because we've got 36 bots out of energy now. So we really do want to sort out some more charging capacity. And the reason that I'm doing it here is, so in the clip that I recorded before that I had, that I lost half of, and the bit that I lost, which is really frustrating, is I had a bit of a bot collapse, and we ended up with about 70 bots out of energy. And you'll see that they start to congregate around the district center. So my starting to build this here is actually quite useful. So if it seems like I'm having some sort of premonition, I kind of am, because I have seen the future and it really wasn't pretty. It was great content because I was really panicking as I scramp. The water will flow through the water wheel, so we're going to do a double stack there. They should be able to build both of those from that piece of path. So it was great content. I was in full panic build mode. So I'm going to rebuild what I ended up building, but well, we've got 51 bots without energy, so we are going into panic build mode. So yeah, let's do that, shall we? So what I did is a rather nice and we're going to go all the way down here, and we're going to delete that breeding pod. And then we'll bring a path in here, and we'll come up here and here. We'll pause that one and that one. And we will make all of this a high priority build. There we go. And then we can do housing, and we'll put an advanced breeding pod back there. Because you will see that we start to get a whole load of discharged bots congregating in here. So, yeah. We're also just going to throw in a whole bunch of random charging pods. I'm going to extend this charging place as well. So let's put in a few more platforms there. And we'll build a couple more charging pods. Charging pods, charging... What are they called? Charging stations here. So we'll let them build those first, and then I am going to build another 2 there as well. So we can throw a couple here as well, free of charge. Charging stations, free of charge. I know I'm a comedy genius. It's a shame I can't plan a colony to save my life, huh? Yeah, but like, you'll see. So all the bots just start to congregate in here. So if we've got this charging thing set up here, that'll obviously be really good. We've got this one here. We could extend this out a bit more with a bit of construction. So let's do that. Need a bit more construction because the bots can't fly. So let's go path. Yeah, let's do that. Give us some more charging capacity up there. Let's detonate that, and then we can work on removing that piece, I guess. Down here. But this is all in, so no, that piece is not in yet, so we'll let them keep working on that. So let's unpause that now. And I guess we want them to build that one with a reasonable priority, because that'll then have both of these charging pods working. Yep, I guess we can only have a couple of those guys accessing that now, so that's okay. But we've got a whole lot of metal, which is really nice. Yeah, 67. Look, see, this is why I was doing this here. This is why I was doing this here. So we can now unpause those. I guess it was inevitable that the same thing would happen. So, yeah. I think it's kind of sensible to... We've got homeless beavers as well. Jeez. All going brilliantly, isn't it? I think given that we've got homeless and an excess of beavers, let's get rid of a few breeding pods for now. And let's tuck a few more charging places there. So Okay, let's prioritize that by haulers. Get some logs in there. Get some power being generated. That would be lovely, please. We have logs now, which is nice. But we do have a little bit of a crisis with 74 bots. Jeepers. Look at that. Look at that. That is not good at all. So we're going to do a little bit of managing of the priority. And we're going to go by prioritizing the ones that can get power fastest. Because that's sensible. And we're going to deal with this little bit of a problem that we have. Little bit of a problem. I seem to have this happen all of the time with bots. Seems to happen all of the time with my bot stuff. Looks like gears is the issue for us. So we do have bots in our gear production. So come on. Come finish building this one, because that'll power up 2 of these. Yeah, let's just go over here for a bit, shall we? Oh no, look, there's bots without energy over here as well. Oh, it's not good, is it? So you've cleared all those trees, so let's delete you. So those are in. We need someone to bring the logs over to power them up, and we can detonate this and this. And there we go. So a little bit of success. And the plan now, hopefully you can't hear that incredibly loud motorbike outside. But I can feel that through my seat. We're going to throw in a district crossing. There we go. And a district center. Just there. And this is going to be called Site B. Now, there might be there probably is a faster way for them to access it, but this is how we're getting into Site B initially. So we're going to make that bots. We're going to migrate over 10 bots. We're actually going to set a minimum of 10 bots. We want to build some storages, so we're going to need some storage for explosives, because the first thing we're going to want to do is make changes there. We've got some logs, but we probably want another large pile. So let's make that be logs. Make that be explosives. Why aren't they building that? You've got logs. And they're building that first. Okay. We're going to need planks as well, aren't we? So let's do another one for planks. Oh, that's unhappy because it wants haulers. So we'll unlock that for bots, and we'll put one hauling bot in there. Let's build. So let's pause and pause and manage distribution, and we're going to turn everything off. And site B, we just want logs, planks, explosives, that'll probably do at the moment. So we'll have 10 beavers in there. We'll have 4 bots. Yeah, that'll do. That will do. So else we've got a couple of spares. So let's put in a builder's hut. I'll make that the bots, and then we need to blast that down first, and then we're going to put some ladders there. Right, let's go back over. I've only got 3 bots out of energy now. Was that all recovered somehow? Yes, it appears to have. Awesome. Well, that's lovely, isn't it? I'm not sure how it recovered, but it has recovered. So I think what we want to do is up here have some storage for the things that they are bringing in. So we could actually build it there, couldn't we now? Yep. Well, let's do a bit of a tower. So we'll do that. That's not going to fit now, is it? So let's move that. Stairs. There we go. No storage. So we want some logs. Set to obtain. We want some planks set to obtain. And then the top one, nothing yet. And then we'll do similar over here. We'll do a medium warehouse, and we'll set that back as well. We'll do a ladder like that in preparation, and we'll do that to be gears set to obtain. Right, let's detonate that, and then we can do staircases. And we're going to need to detonate all of that out. Is the plan. Right, all of these could be deleted now. And all of these. And we'll just leave the 2 that are knocking that down. So that's good. That's good. We could send a load more beavers into here. Let's make it be a minimum of, I say beavers, bots. Make it be a minimum of 15. And then we've got a couple spare, and we can have a few more hauling. That seems sensible, doesn't it? Once we've got some green going on, we'll plant some trees so that they're growing their own wood for power. Because the idea, remember, is to re-green as much of the map as possible. So, right, you can be paused. Still have 28 spare bots. What do we need to increase? We need a lot more gear production. We kind of need a new industrial area, don't we? I think it's time to turn that back on. How much dirt storage do we have? Not a lot. I think we should increase the size of our dirt storage, which is where I'm regretting doing this now and not just having my normal tower of stuff. But what we'll do is we will build a tower of dirt storage up here. Two, 4, 5. That's a decent amount, isn't it? Once we've got that filled up, that will be not insignificant. Drought over. We finished with 3.2 thousand water. That's not awful, is it? That doesn't need to be there. And let's make those all dirt. And what we're going to do is my thought is we start to backfill this area and make a new industrial area up here. Because we've still got huge amounts of excess power and we run it off the bots. That's what I'm thinking. I thought I selected dirt and dirt. Yeah, it's my thinking there. I think that'll work. I'm considering actually dirt. If we could easily put one in here, couldn't we? But that's going to look a bit messy. We could easily put one here with another terrain block terraformed in. We made it accessible. We need to get power, so let's wait until they've built that. So this is going to disconnect a bunch of stuff from our power grid. But if we high prioritize that, it'll be okay. I promise it'll all be okay. Come on, the engines have kicked in to try and pick up the slack. Come on, get it built. Get it built. And then we can do landscaping. There we go. And we can then do power the top on that. Put that there. Wow, look at them go. And we need storage. How are we doing for extract after I built that extra centrifuge? We don't appear to have... Oh, we appear to have one. Okay. So not great. That's going to be bots. It's because we're low on BADWATER again. So let's... I'm not focusing on doing too many things at once. So the reason I haven't done that is because I need to build a staircase there. I need to put the pumps in here. I need to focus on getting some jobs done, don't I? I know. Let's put all of those pumps in. Get that task finished. We're going to drop a string gauge in there. Let's detonate that. And put in another triple explosives. Let's detonate those. And then I can't tell what depth that is. That's double. So let's put those in. There we go. That's in. Those are in. That's all in. So we can detonate those. And those. The idea being that I can put in a few more. This will flood. It'll go away again. Don't worry. I can put in a few more pine trees. Let's make sure they are not marked to be cut. They are not. There we go. Guessing you can plant around the back there, yeah. Make sure they're not marked for cutting. It's fine. The floodgate will open up at the top and that flooding will go away. Don't worry. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's all temporary. So new dirt excavator is in. It doesn't have any extract. I wonder if we did that. I think it would take power out of the side there. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to focus on putting in a bunch more bad water pumping capacity. So let's detonate that. We can then delete that. We need some double platforms. There we go. Then we need some single platforms. Those are not single platforms. And that does not achieve a nice level base to build our bad water pumps on. There we go. So we then want to dynamite that out. We want to put a path along there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why didn't it build the path along there? There we go. And then we're going to go water, deep bad water pump. You. And with a couple more platforms, you can do you, and we can stop half-arsing this stuff. So, and I'm going to prioritize building all of that so that they actually get it done. We then need to prioritize putting in the dynamite so that I can then put the other bad water pump there. Because I really have been kind of half-arsing that. Let's go down here. This is in. This is flowing very nicely. This is now only 11% contaminated. I suspect it's more contaminated over here. What we're going to do is pretty sure we're going to need a path to get as far as we need to go, because we need to go all the way down to here. We're going to blow up all of this stuff. So let's do that, hey? Another drought approaching, but I'm just going to say we're okay, but we've only got 4,500 water still, so it'll be okay. It'll be okay. But these guys are all pumping like pumpy things. Probably need to prioritize these by haulers so they become more productive. Don't know, actually. Can I do that? I can do that in here, can't I? It'll probably be quicker. Yeah, it will be, because they should all be prioritized by haulers, really. Because that will really help their productivity. So, some of them are quite low. Let's do that. Some of them are really very low. Did that. Another motorcycle going flying past. Let's do that. Hopefully that helps. Let's just have a look at our dynamite situation. Let's detonate that and put in the single piece there. And then let's detonate that. And that's got that opened up. Let's move the path back here now. And delete that piece of path. And start the process all over again. There we go. Oh, how are we doing for... Yeah, we're good. So down here. And so because this is all bots, which was intentional, actually we are flying through placing this. So we can already retreat the path back here. And I'll put that in. And then we'll come up here. Have a quick peek at this. This is going very nicely. Okay, that's all done. So let's delete you and you. Yep. Happy with that. Happy with that. Let's detonate this, and then we can put in water. The bad water pump. We can put you in, and then I'm going to do the same thing that I've just done with the water pumps and get all of these prioritized by haulers. So their productivity is also quite low. And I also feel actually like, because we are struggling so much, we're going to convert these to be bots, because we do have enough spare bots to do that. So that should help out. Stop us being constantly at minimum bad water supply. And then we need to get across the top of this, basically. So I think the first bit we're going to tackle is just going to be this little hole here. So let's get that filled in. Let's get some bots doing tree cutting up here. that's been placed, so we can detonate that as well, and then we can plant all of that area with pine trees, and it's not set to be cut. Brilliant. So it's going to give us a little bit more pine resin, which is good. Water supply is going up quite nicely now, which is also good. We've only got 9 bots that need charging, which makes a nice change. Down here, how are we looking? Really good. So let's delete some more path. So the other thing that we will need to do then is remove this. So but that's okay, because we'll be able to just run, because we put the ladder in already, we'll be able to just run a path straight down to this. So that's fine. This is starting to go green now, which is cool. We are very definitely having an impact. Undoing the damage. Yeah. I guess ideally what we want is to be making sure that we have water coming through here. So probably I might, in the drought, replace this corner with a floodgate and link it up the same way as this one is. So we get fresh water flowing into this bit as well. But we can now detonate this, which is going to make a pretty decent difference, I think. And then we can run a path down here, all the way down here, and we can mark all of these to be demolished. We open this up. Demolish, demolish, come on, demolish, demolish, there we go. So I think that's going to really help things out in terms of cleaning this. So this is now at 2% contamination over here. This is obviously going to be higher, but yeah, really happy with how we're progressing that. So let's demolish that. We should put some double dynamite there to get that to the same level, and we should change that to be a ladder. Yeah, so I think once this has dried out or been pumped low enough, we'll replace this with a floodgate and set it up the same as this one. And that will let clean water flow into here, which will start to help with decontaminating this. But I think we're doing a pretty good job anyway. So yeah, big progress made, it feels. Right, let's detonate that and that. And then we can place triple dynamite all the way along here. So we should now be able to place the, yep, we can place the next rank of water pumps. There we go. No, I'll put 2 layers of single, haven't I? I didn't mean to do that. Let's delete those. Yep. Let's use triples, please. go. And then another set. That didn't work. There we go. And there we go. And then delete that one. And then we run a path down here. And then there will be water pumps interleaved in here. No, not there. This is starting to look a bit like the area that we had on the meander map, isn't it? But I seem to have a lot more water pumps. Anyway, I think now is a good time to call it a day. So thanks for watching, folks. Well, that's been filled in. Awesome. I think we'll just start working our way across now. Hope you have enjoyed today's video. By the time you see this, I will be back home and things will be getting back to normal. I have a very long weekend, so actually things might not be getting back to normal because I might be enjoying some time off. But yeah. Comments, questions, suggestions below, and I'll see you all next time.